Alright, so first thing you're going to do is you come to your audio manager through your control panel. Put your microphone as low as you can with it being on. So for example, mine is going to be 1. Oh, I went to 2, so there's 1. Again, that's in control panel. That's your main sound control. Under microphone, put it at 1. Just enough to get signal through without going too loud and cracking your sound. Alright, so go ahead and minimize that. You can open up your FL Studio program. That's the demo version I explained. Let that open. Now while that's loading, you'll see that I'm just going to use an output from an iPod auxiliary cable right to the microphone input on the laptop. So in your case, that would be like coming out of your PA system. Alright, so once the program opens, go ahead and press continue, close out the main intro screen. Here's those multiple windows I was talking about. So to get started, come down to your main mixer right down here. It even says the master mixer, so it should be easy to find. Click on track 1. Now here's your input I was talking about earlier. Come over to here and drop down to what you want. So for me, it's going to be audio mic input 1. Now one thing you might have to do first is come up to your options, click on audio settings. Right here, see it says, what is that? ASIO. Probably is going to be on primary default driver. So if it's on primary default driver, it will not allow you to select an input on your master. It's going to actually bring you to a question mark. So go to your audio settings, drop it down from primary sound driver, ASIO, open that. Once that opens, it's going to enable you then to select your input. So again, for you, probably going to go down to HD audio mic input 1. Once you click on that, now the sound coming through your input is actually going to register through the program. Alright, so now we're up and running here. We've got everything we need. We're going to click on our track 1 again. And like I said earlier, Shift E, same time. It's going to open up your sound file. Alright, so now we got our sound file going. You remember, you get 5 minutes of recording time. So for me, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on record. And it's going to start recording right away. Now remember, as soon as you hit 5 minutes, it's going to start just giving you the most recent 5 minutes. So if you keep going like 10 minutes long, you're going to get the latest 5 minutes of what you recorded. So that's why I just let it normally press record, hop on the drums and start wailing, get the latest 5 minutes I recorded. So alright, so on here, click on input, see your little finger, click on that. And again, make sure you hit the record. Now it's recording. Now just for this example, I'm going to turn on the sound program on Devin's iPod. And let's just play anything here. The volume is banging. Alright, so turned it down here because you want to make sure your volume is appropriate on your output. So for your PA, you want to make sure your master output's not too loud. You're going to clip your sound recording, which you can monitor right here. So if I turn down the iPod more and more, you're going to see I'm way far from clipping now. If I go back up, it's getting red zone. So you want to get a good balance. You can even see the sound file. It's not as expanded where it's going to clip. Okay, so monitor your sound volume on your output device, monitor your sound volume on your input control panel, which is going to be right here in your master display. You have a volume up here, and you have a volume down here. Alright, so for example, this has all been recording, okay? I'm going to actually stop it because we did all those adjustments on the sound. I only want something that's going to sound decent, so I'm going to right click here, File, New, refreshes it. All the settings are already ready for me, so let's press record. Now it's recording. So I'm going to let it go for a few seconds here. For this example, that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and stop on my device. Alright, so now I'm ready to actually utilize the sound file I just did. So I'm going to hit stop on the recorder. Now right here, this far right hand tab, Click on that once. It's going to actually put that file right in here. This is where you're going to actually do all of your additional tracks if you want to pile them up on top of each other. So then right click here, get rid of this because you're done with it now in this recorder. Now you're going to do all of your work from here. So if you're going to add tracks, this is where you do it. If you want to have just the one track, then you're ready to go. There's nothing more you need to do. Now sometimes I'll even double up the same sound file because it will give a fuller sound if you only want to do the one. All right, dude, this is clip 2. This recording is going to be 2-part. First recording stopped because I'm out of room on my phone, so I'm going to make the second one real quick before my phone stops recording again. So again, you got your files all set to go. We're going to do the end piece. I'll make it quick. You got your music playing. You got what you want. If you want to fuck around, come down. You got track 1 already done. Come to your master. Here's your pre-stock EQs. Go ahead and drag the one you want over to your master column, which is right here. Drop it in one of the channels. Now that same sound's going through your EQ. You can make your tweaks, do whatever you need to do. Now, if you like everything you got the exact track, you got the exact sound, you got the right volumes, you got everything exactly the way you want it. Go ahead and stop everything. Come to File. Bring down to Export, MP3, and for me, I make sure it's easy to find. If it's in this stock folder, it's going to be buried in God knows how many folders. So I just come to my computer, click on like the C drive, videos, and just, you know, whatever. Just name it something you can remember. Save it, and then it's going to give you this. Put it at a high bit rate. I put it the highest I can go. I want the best quality I can. Start. And the file's real short for this one. I only did what, like a 40-second song, so it's gonna go real fast. As soon as it's done, brings you back to right where you were. I can come to my computer, C drive, video, and there it is, right there. Let's see if it zooms, focus. There it is, MP3 format sound, small files, 24 seconds long. Go ahead and drop that in your MP3 player, or go ahead and share it. Do whatever you want to do. Add it on to more projects, whatever's clever. But that's the basics to get you started. If you have any questions, you let me know.